Hi everyone, I'm Haley. I'm a second year family medicine resident, and in this video I want to talk to you about how I am preparing for my family medicine board exam. When you're in residency training, you take the in-training exam every year. So I took the ITE October of my intern year, which was kind of rough because when you're starting your intern year, I didn't study very much intern year other than for my third complex exam, but I did not prepare for the family medicine ITE at all because starting intern year is very rough. As many of you will find out or already know, you're starting to learn, medicine differently than what you were taught in medical school. You're learning how to manage patients, you're learning EHRs, how to work with everyone, and so it's a lot more to handle compared to medical school. And so you also don't have that time to study as much because when I was an intern, I was just so exhausted, and so I did not want to spend hours studying like I used to in medical school. The ITE helps provide an assessment of your knowledge and compares it through all 3 years of your residency training. The goal is to improve every year before your exam. My first ITE exam, my intern year, I failed. I did terrible. And second year, I had a lot more time when I was working on night shifts, and so that's when a lot of my studying was done. I was able to increase my ITE exam the following year up to 200 points. I had been doing the AAFP questions because they were free and something the program had recommended, but one thing I found was their explanations for the correct and incorrect answers weren't helpful to me at all, and so they're very short explanations, and maybe that's because I'm just so used to having longer explanations on incorrect questions from step and complex studying as a med student. And so I am using TrueLearn again to prepare for my family board medicine examination. I won't be taking that for a while, but I have a question bank just to do some questions each day to help me kind of go through it. And TrueLearn has about 1,400 or more practice questions for the family medicine boards, and they do it through the ABFM blueprint, which is very helpful. I always like to take any board questions in the same format that I'll be taking that examination, just because it's easier to navigate. It gets you used to that system. I also really like that TrueLearn allows you to set goals in there. So my goal is to finish this many questions, or my goal is to have this % correct, and then it will kind of track your progress throughout. Obviously, starting out, my progress is pretty low, but it's very helpful. And compared to some other question banks, I feel like the price is actually very good. So for a year subscription, it was $360 or something. It ended up being $1 a day, and so I think that's very reasonable. Another great thing about TrueLearn is their explanations, and this is why I wanted a QBank. So when you log into TrueLearn, this is what your first page will look like. You can set your goal percentile here. Shows how many questions you've taken, your total percentile, and your overall % correct. And then here is a question that I completed for inpatient pediatrics. Notice the image, and then here are the answers, and I got this one incorrect, and so here's the explanation why, which is very helpful. Again, it will go into detail, oh, it's not answer A because of this, it's not answer C because of this, it's not answer D, and so on. And another great thing is at the bottom, it will have links to articles or research or journals or whatever, and so I think that's very helpful that it has those links. I can also copy the text as a note and then save it here in TrueLearn, which is also great. And then you can go back to the home page and create test. This is where you can click the number of questions, and then you can also break down your questions based on category and again by clinical areas, which is really helpful. So I like being able to review certain topics when I'm on those rotations, which I love. Alright, thank you guys. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you found this video helpful. And if you have any other questions,